my life on it, that exactly what you just said is exactly what would be like. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's along the lines of what we're talking about. You know, I hate to see that, regardless of he's been in the news for a long time. I don't want to put him on the same level as with Donald Sterling, but the negative press he's received is almost tantamount to
Mm-hmm.
what Donald Sterling, just in a different way, without the racism and things like that. Um,
Which
but
is sad that he might even have to be in the same conversation, in the
yeah,
same breath, in the same room as this man.
exactly. And I hate it, but at the same time too, I don't. You shouldn't wish that on nobody. But I say this
Ever.
much: him seeing this need to do a self reevaluation and say, hey, maybe I need to change something. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if that's the reaction that people get from the outside, and this from people that probably don't even know you, they just know you from what they see on TV, what they see on news, and that's
That's
their
correct.
first thing impression is they glad you got it. You need to reevaluate, man. You need to reevaluate how you're living. Something needs to
You
change.
talking about the person as in James Dolan's
Yeah,
shoes
the
or the
person in James
fan?
Dolan. Yep.
No, but I disagree. Respectfully, to an extent, the people that's seeing him this way. I mean, to say he's not doing all the right things, and I think along with many other people that agree that he's not doing what he should be doing as a what is he owner, right?
Yeah, he's the chairman of.
Chairman.
Yep, he's the
Okay,
chairman of the
cool,
Knicks in Madison Square Garden. So he owns that
correct.
facility. Yep, I think
So
that's
that
correct. Yep.
people aren't doing it their way, that he's not doing it their way with a sports team. That's one thing. A person, we all don't agree with everything that everybody agrees. That's the we going back to the point I was making earlier about this being America
Hmm.
and how we're all unique and how we're all created different. A sports team, the chairman versus just a human being. That's not right, bro. What my grandmama used to say, God don't like ugly.
I got it, man. And that's all I want to say about it. I just thought that it was wrong, but I knew that was coming next. When that got reported, I knew that was coming next. I didn't think nothing else positive was finna come behind it. Like get well, James. I didn't think nothing positive was gonna come behind. I knew, and I was hoping against all hope that wasn't the case, but it was. All right, now let's jump. Let's stay with the NBA. LeBron James, before the season was suspended, finished pretty strong, beating Giannis, who he was predicted to be behind Giannis in the MVP voting, and he also beat Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers, who they are battling for the right to represent the Western Conference. If you had to vote, who are you going with for MVP? Assuming, like I said, this we didn't have this postponement going on. LeBron or Giannis for MVP? Who gets your vote?
I thought it was neck and neck up until this point.
Nah, Giannis have always led. In fact, the latest article that
You
I
said what?
read, it was a survey that had 60 of the seven media members first place votes going to Giannis. So Giannis would receive 60 of
Oh, I
this.
thought you was asking me about my.
Yeah, who are you going with? Like, regardless of.
There wasn't. I thought that there was 50-50, dude. I really
Nah,
did. I
nah,
mean,
they weren't 50-50. Giannis have always led, but with that win that the Lakers got over, the LeBron and the Lakers got over Giannis, right
like
before.
who I thought deserved it, who I thought wanted, who I wanted to win it,
Mhm.
and who I thought was actually going to be chosen are all different questions. But for
But
me
I
personally,
asked you like who would you vote for?
yeah,
I
I
get
think
it.
it's
It's two
co I
questions.
think it's co MVPs.
Co MVP. Hmm.
I think it's co MVPs.
Okay. All
They're
right.
both number one in their conference, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's co MVPs.
Okay. Well, I imagine you to say that anyway. You're not a LeBron James fan anyway, so I mean that's typical to come from you.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
I
If
mean,
I
you know,
wasn't a LeBron
the,
James fan,
the man that doesn't like LeBron James at all. So I figured that
no, that's just the reality. Because you
anything
know
giving
what?
LeBron
You know what?
James credit, I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
No, this is the reality of it, BT.
Okay.
The
Let me
same way
hear
I
it.
can say that I'm the same way you can say that I'm a LeBron James fan is the same way I can say that you is a LeBron James fan.
Yeah, of course.
The
That's I
reality is this.
full
I'm
disclosure. I think
looking
he's
at it.
LeBron. I'm a LeBron James fan.
Say it again.
I said full disclosure. I'm a LeBron James fan. I've never hidden
I know
that I'm
that.
a
That's why
LeBron.
you asked the question. But this is the point I'm trying to make. I'm not here to be biased because I'm not a LeBron James fan and I'm not against LeBron James. I'm not a Giannis fan and I'm not against Giannis. I'm just keeping it straight biased. I'm keeping it neutral, bro. Unbiased, rather.
Okay. All right. Well, LeBron gets my vote. All right. So ESPN released their 25 under 25 futures superstar rankings, and I'm going to give you the top five. And I see a problem with this top five, and you may not, but I'm gonna give you the top five. One, Luka Doncic. Two, Zion Williamson. Three, Jason Tatum. Four, Ben Simmons. Five, Karl Anthony Towns. Let me give you the.
Question.
Let me. Okay, go ahead.
Where is Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid didn't even make it. I don't even know if he's 20. He may be older than 25. He's not.
Shame, BT.
Yep. Joel Embiid. I think he's older than 25 though. He didn't even make the list.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 6 through 10. 6 is Donovan Mitchell. 7 is Ja Morant. 8 is Trae Young. 9 is Brandon Ingram. Tied for 10 is Devin Booker and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm tired of seeing Ben Simmons in getting the benefit of the doubt. Ben Simmons is simply there because they keep giving him credit because of potential. Ben Simmons hadn't improved not one bit since he's been in the league. And if I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm just sick and tired of it. Donovan Mitchell should have won Rookie of the Year. And Donovan Mitchell should be higher than Ben Simmons. As well as Ja Morant, and I would even say Trae Young. But I'm going to tell you the one that I would really, really say that's in the top 10 that I will be A-OK with being ranked higher than Ben Simmons. That's Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, just as tall, flat out plays way better offensively, and has the size, the length to be a pretty good defensive player. Why is Ben Simmons still getting so much love? I just don't understand. It baffles me, and it baffles me, man. Like maybe you got a better view on this than I do, but there's no reason why Ben Simmons should be top 5 over the 10 that I just gave you.
I don't know. I mean, obviously a lot of it is based on potential, skill. After all this time, which is really unfortunate. However, again, I'm not a Ben Simmons fan, nor a Ben Simmons hater. But I'd probably be leaning more towards a Ben Simmons hater than I am a Ben Simmons fan. And by saying all of that, I'm really disappointed in how he hasn't really improved his game. I think what he is just what he is, and who he is and what it's going to be. It's like, this is what you drafted. This is what you're going to get.
But see, that's the
maximize me for what I do bring to the table currently, because that's what I'm going to continue to bring.
But that's the issue with me, though. But that's the 1 second. I don't mean to cut you, but that's the issue with me.
Go ahead.
Why keep giving him so much credit for something that he doesn't have and reducing the praise for the players that has it? Brandon Ingram is a much better.
They was 1 and 2, right? Same class.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure which class Brandon Ingram was in.
1 and 2.
Okay, that's what it
same
was.
Same year,
okay.
Same class, 1 and 2. But he has the physical skills.
I got it.
Maybe not nearly as much, obviously, the jump shooting ability and some of those things.
But it's the physical.
And you're going to think about it, and I'm just playing devil's advocate right here.
Yeah, I got you. But is the physical skills that important in today's game when you don't have bangers? You don't have no one getting in the
what
post.
is it saying about a guy who can put up those in a shooting league? In a shooting league.
And Brandon Ingram's numbers has been stellar as far
but
as.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
7-footers can step out and shoot jump shots.
Exactly.
He's not even within 3 inches of 7 feet. With that being said, what is it saying about the fact that he can put up those kind of numbers and don't even have to have a jump shot? Wouldn't that mean that he would be more limited to certain things and guys still can't stop that? Now, is he a winner? No. Is he a dominator? No. Does he disappear? A lot of times, absolutely. But the boy can play some basketball, so I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is it saying if people can't stop it?
Okay, so do you think this is?
By the way, he's not on the top 5 of that list. By the way, just to answer your question.
In your opinion, because by ESPN he's top 5. Ben Simmons is number 4.
I don't care about. Listen,
okay.
Let me tell you something. ESPN, that's just a whole bunch of people's opinion that got a platform.
Right.
Not saying they're not good at what they do, but I'm definitely questioning and challenging people who feel like whoever the top 5 player.
Man,
you took me out.
No, I didn't take you. I didn't cut you out.
Okay, you still there?
Yeah,
okay,
we
still rolling.
Yeah, we still rolling.
I just want to throw that out there, man, because I don't think he is, and I'm not necessarily saying Brandon Ingram should be the guy that should be surpassing and so forth, but I think that there's a lot more conversation with certain guys where you have Trae Young somewhere at 8, but then you have
so Trae Young was 8.
Tatum.
Jason Tatum is 3.
I think we get,
Jason Tatum is 3. But see that gives me, you give Jason Tatum that much credit, but it's not Brandon Ingram just as good as Jason
Correct.
Tatum? But then
see, that's what I'm saying.
Boy,
I think that, what'd you say, Luka's 1.
I have no
Who's
problem
2?
with 1 and 2. Luka, Zion, have no problem with it. Because my thing is, Luka has the heart, the will, the skills, the length, the athleticism, everything you need. Not the athleticism, but he has everything.
Yeah, because Luka looks like Larry Bird.
Yeah, but he's taking the initiative of what you want a star player to take, and he's actually capitalizing on shots taken and made baskets, getting teammates involved. He's doing all those things. Ben Simmons refuses to do those things. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't have that mentality.
Right, but we're already in agreement on that, and I have a really good feeling that the listeners agree on that also.
Yeah.
But I thought you were speaking in regards to Jason Tatum.
No. I have no issue with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum at 3, have no issue. 1, 2, and 3, I have no problem with. I don't even have a problem with number 5, and that's Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not a his fan at all, so I try to not say too much about him because I don't want my feelings of the way he plays. I just don't like his. I just don't like his game. I just don't like it.
I'm not in love with it either, but I'm in love with the fact that he's a guy who you didn't have to work on his jump shot to train him and try and pound it in him. I think we were talking about this the other day where you have to reform his whole jump shot the way you did Lonzo Ball. For a big man, he can step out and shoot. Who did you say was number 4?